Hey guys, it's JohnyTechReview. Today I have a quick unboxing and review for you of this iLuv mySight Cloud IP camera. So as you can see here, it kind of remind you of another product on the market, kind of like a Dropcam. So we will have to see how this compared to Dropcam. This also has a 30-day on-cloud recording. Anyway, this is the unit, came in a box like this, look pretty nice. And here are some information we can see on the side here. So we say we can connect it to the tablet, connect it to the laptop. We have 720p recording, easy 60-second setup, smart detection, cloud recording, some visual clarity, two-way communication. Back here we also have the QR code and some other information here. So yeah, let's just unbox it and see what comes inside. And really quick, it support look like iOS and also Android. Here. Alright, here we go. We got a small little start guide kit here. Look like a 4-hour brochure, pretty big, easy instruction. Then we have the start of the show, the camera itself. Wow, look very nice, as you can see here. We got another quick starter guide here. We have some mounting screw, a small little power brick adapter, and then we have a long power cable here. It's a micro USB power cable. We have a reset switch up there, look like a speaker down here, and then a micro USB power port there. On here you have the lens. And there is also a little sensor there, probably for motion detection and stuff like that. So guys, I had the opportunity to use this iLuv camera for the past 3 weeks or so, and so far I'm really happy with the experience. So it looked almost like a Nest camera, as you can see, very nice. This is all stainless steel, and you have this arm here that I just want to show you that can pivot different directions. So you can have it go up just like this, and it can go all the way down to here, just like that, as you can see. So these are different angles that you can aim this camera. This is a fixed camera, so you're not going to be able to pan and tilt with it. So whatever you set it at, it's going to be, that's the area it's going to look at. The viewing angle on this is quite good. It's about 120-degree viewing angle. So it's pretty wide, but it's not going to be fisheye wide, so that's good. And yeah, the unit is very simple. In the back you have the little speaker here, and then there's a microphone somewhere around here. There is. You have infrared that's around this area, and then there's the little night sensor, and there's your camera. So in the back here you only have one button and input, and that's basically just a little micro USB port here for power. At the bottom there's the plate. The plate just fell off here a minute ago, but this is the plate that you can use to mount to the wall. This again is metal, but at the bottom this is soft rubber pad, so you can put it on a table just like this, or you can use the included screw to screw this in the wall and then just tie this plate into place. So along with the camera, of course, you get some power cable. This is a micro USB cable. This is a very flat cable and it's very long. It's about 10 feet long, I believe. And then there is a small little power brick here. This output 1 amp, so yeah, you can use this with any charger, even your computer if you wanted to connect it 1 amp, and you can power this camera. So I like the fact that the cable is very long and flat, and that gives you the ability to mount it in a high position and still have a good link here. And since it's used a micro USB cable, if you don't like this one and you want something longer, you can always buy a longer cable, so that's very nice. So setup is quite simple. You can use this little guy here to show you everything, but you need to plug the camera in, and then you need to download this app called Ivideon. There you go, this app right here. And when you launch this app, the first time you have to register for an account for the Ivideon account. And Ivideon is basically a cloud service that let you record a lot of different stuff. And with that service, it works with anything to do with webcam, other cameras, other system. But basically, just iLuv come with Ivideon service. You can just add a camera right here, and you can pick here some of the options. So you can do an Ivideon power camera, for example. And this one here, it will ask you to go ahead and turn on your device. And what you do next is you're gonna find your Wi-Fi. After you find your Wi-Fi, you will basically enter your password for your Wi-Fi, and then it will generate a QR code. And then you will put this little QR code in front of this camera, and this camera will read that QR code and set itself up. So it's really nice and simple. That process took me about 2 to 3 minutes, and it works pretty well. And when you set up the camera, you will get a camera like this, so you can just click on it to go in, for example here, and then you can see the live feed of the camera. So you can see here, this is a live feed, and roughly is about a few seconds behind sometimes, depending on the Wi-Fi. When I really get good Wi-Fi signal, it's roughly about a quarter of a second behind. So you can kind of see here how behind it is right now, because I'm a little bit far away from my router. But you can see here, here's the app. Just right now, if you press play, it will show you the live feed. Right now the camera's offline while I'm plugging it in. But you can see down here there's a timeline, and you can actually select a different timeline down here. And these are different motion sensor, audio sensor, and you can see right now it's picking up the feed and it's playing back this video recording here from the cloud. You can see how smooth this is. It's very smooth. And let me turn the volume up a little bit here. You can hear now, this is a little bit earlier today. My kids and my wife is playing downstairs. You can see really good feed. And of course you can go back to different time zone of the day here. The bar at the bottom here represent the different event that's recording, so you can actually zoom in that bar right now. You can zoom in closer and closer in this timeline here, and you can kind of see, let's say 10:30 for example this morning. Kind of give you an idea here. When you get this camera, you get 30-day free with the 7-day recording. So what that means is you get 7-day recording that's saved on the cloud, and with that you can go back and look at all your different feeds. So I'm going to click here real quick here and look at the dates we have. So as you can see here, these are the one in white are the one that you have. So I can go back here and look at some more recording. You can see here these are some of the last 7 days. So I can go to the 29th of this month for example, and then we can look at different timestamp around 12 o'clock on the 29th here. And September 29th, there you go. You can see there's my kid playing again. So you can see the quality of this video is quite good, and even the sound quality is very good. So I think the camera does a very good job of recording sound and pictures. This 720p footage in general look very good on the phone. You can actually go to the Ivideon website and download those footage. I'll show you that a little bit later, but those footage you can see when you play back on the computer, the 720p is not as sharp as it should be, but on the phone will look quite nice. So that's this app right here. You can actually hit the live button here. There's a button here, press live. Right now I have the camera pointing out to the living room. As you can see, there's a live feed, and right now it's gloomy today, it's very dark as you can see, and that's what it looked like downstairs. So it's not good quality right now. You can kind of see you can do a digital zoom by just pinching, and that kind of give you an idea. Another neat feature is you can go to event at the bottom here. Click on event, and it will show you the last few events that happened today. So earlier here I was set up the camera, say 6 minutes ago. As you can see, you can press play, and you can kind of see the live feed. I was playing with the phone earlier, you can see right now, and you can go back more and more, and see they tell you that earlier today it was offline at 5 p.m. Right now it's about 5:30 p.m. and you can see here you can go back more and more, and keep a timeline of a bunch of these events for every day, and you can even go more and more to go back to the previous day. So it's just a timeline of everything here. When you click on this little icon here, you can pick show list, so the event, and you can do it's a list here, and it will just show a less detailed list, and you can see here a lot more list and detail. You can see right here there's a feed right now. If you press the snapshot button, it will save a picture to your camera roll. You can also talk to the camera by pressing this button here, and it works quite well. So let me demonstrate that right now. If you press talk right now, it will bring up this little icon, and then you press tap to talk, and you have a few seconds, 15 seconds here to record, and when you're done you press OK, and that sends the message out now. And there's a small little delay. Usually when I'm outside the house and I do this, it's roughly about a second or so behind. If you're right here and looking at the camera, you can also click in this little icon here, and at the bottom you can turn up the camera, you can do event, and you can do camera setting. So if you do camera setting, it's pretty simple setup here. You have a camera on and off, of course. You have motion sensor here. This is where you can pick the different sensitivity to record motion. So you have low, normal, and high, and then you actually have a detection area selection. So I can just select right here that all I want to detect is this area, or I can do the whole screen by just changing this. You can see right now. If you go back, you go to sound, you also have 4 different levels of sound recording. So if you just want to use to record video on very low fainting sound, and you want to set it really high, and if you just want very low level of noise detection, then you can pick the lowest there. So you have 25, 50, 75, and 100. I set my really low, and even at that point my kid yelling or he's playing some music, it still pick it up, and so yeah, it still does recording. That's why you see so much recording events on my file. Under manage here, if you click this, it will take you to the website, the Ivideon website, where you can do subscription and all this kind of thing. For video quality, you can do auto or low, medium, and high as you pick. I just leave it on auto. There's a software update here, as you can see, and if there's a software update, it will display here, and you can actually do software update. You also can share this camera like a public camera, give someone a link and they can view it. You can rename it. You can also set night vision as you pick, and right now I have night vision up, but you can turn it on to auto. Normally you should leave it on auto so that at night it will automatically switch to it. There's also a video rotation if you want to rotate the camera 180 degrees, for example. So basically flip it upside down. So if you want to mount it up in the ceiling or something, you have that option. You leave always listening on the sound that's playing from the camera, so always will come to the app here. So here at the Ivideon website, you can see here you can actually sign in and using your SIM account that you created earlier. So when this account here, when you sign in, you can see your camera setting here, as you can see. So right here you can see the live feed of my camera, and then up here you have my camera. You can add multiple camera here if you want to. You have here the option archive export, which are these are different archive that I downloaded before. But anyway, you can go to the camera for itself, for example, and then we can pick the timeline here. So different timeline, you can pick the day here, of course. You can go back, for example, on the 1st, and we can pick the different timeline on that date, and you can see here there's the video quality, and you can see it's not as nice and sharp on the phone compared to here, but you do have the option here of selecting the area. You can also zoom in by using your scroll mouse, and anyway, you press the save button here,
you get the option to select which area you want to save. And with that, you can press the check button and it will archive, and then you can go to the archive export, and there's your new footage that right now is being exported here on the server. It takes a few minutes, and then you can go ahead and download that footage. There you go, it's ready now, so you can press download here to get the footage. So that's quite nice. Under billing and my services, you can actually go ahead and sign up for the cloud. Right now I have that free 30-day trial, so yeah, kind of give you an idea. But other than that, I think this website works really well so far. Every time I use this website, it's being up, so this availability seems to be quite good. So now I will show you some sample footage from the video that I pulled from the website, so you can see the night footage for night and also day.
Basically got me just about a year. Been there, done that. This baby girl right here has graced some of the finest brochures. I had two hops with a couple of this works. My research is a fail.
So overall, this camera worked really well. I really love the simple app interface. It's very easy to use. You also get good sound and pictures quality from the camera. There are a few things that I don't like. First of all, this camera is really designed for the cloud, so therefore you do not have any SD card for local recording. I wish there was that option, because you know, the on the cloud storage, although it's nice, it's kind of expensive. You sign up for a subscription, it's $9.99 a month for a 7-day safe recording, and or you can pay $99 a year. Or you can do also a 30-day recording, and that costs about $19.99, and for a whole year is $199. That's basically per camera. So if you want additional camera, each additional camera also costs the same. So naturally you will want to compare this to something like the Nest, and the Nest is roughly about the same as far as cost for the first camera, but the additional camera for the Nest is actually cheaper. It's only $5 instead of $10 with this camera. So that's kind of give you an idea. So overall, I think it just depends on what you're looking for. If you are sold on the Ivideon server, which I think is really nice, you can add your webcam and other services a little bit cheaper than this. You can add a bunch of different systems and have it all record on the cloud, and it's quite nice. But if you into the Nest, then yeah, you have the Nest option there. That's also very nice, and the Nest costs about the same, at least for the first camera anyway. So additional camera, the Nest will be a little bit cheaper. So that's, I think, to me is the biggest downside to this guy. The subscription base is slightly pricey, especially when it comes to multiple camera. One other thing I do want to point out is that with a lot of security camera system, you have the option of record all the time. With this camera, there's no way to really record all the time. You have the option to change the sensitivity of the motion and the sound, and you can set it as high as you want, and that will always trigger to record all the time. But then, you know, sometimes you really don't want that. Sometimes you want motion, and then sometimes you just want to record all the time and want it to be reliable. Even if you set the motion and the sound to the maximum sensitivity, that doesn't necessarily translate to you know, it always recording. It has to be tripped by something. So I wish there's just an option for you to always record. So I hope this short little review kind of helped you in your purchase decision. If you have any question, let me know in the comment below, and as always, stay tuned for future review. Thank you.